Hello, everyone. Welcome to Everyday English with Johnny. I'm Johnny, and I'm super excited to be here today with my co-host, Rose.
Hi, everyone. I'm Rose, and I'm thrilled to join Johnny on this journey to help you speak English with confidence and a big smile. We're here to make learning English fun, simple, and totally doable, no matter where you are or how busy you are.
Today, we're diving into something that can transform the way you speak English, pronunciation. Have you ever felt like your English sounds a bit stiff, like a robot? Or maybe people don't always understand you? Don't worry, we've been there.
Absolutely, Johnny. Pronunciation is like the secret sauce to sounding natural and confident. In this episode, we're going to share practical tips, fun techniques, and real stories to help you master English sounds and speak with a smooth, effortless flow. So grab a cup of tea or coffee, get comfy, and let's get started.
Let's start with why pronunciation is such a big deal. You might think, I know lots of English words, so why do I need to focus on how I say them? Well, pronunciation is more than just getting the words right. It's about making people understand you clearly and feeling good about your speaking.
Exactly. When I was learning English, I used to focus only on vocabulary. I'd memorize tons of words, but when I spoke, people sometimes looked confused. I realized my pronunciation was holding me back. Once I worked on it, I felt so much more confident, and people understood me better. It was like unlocking a new level in my English game.
That's a great way to put it, Rose. Good pronunciation boosts your credibility. It's like dressing your words in a nice outfit. They stand out and make a great impression. Plus, clear pronunciation prevents mix-ups. Imagine saying ship when you mean sheep. That could lead to some funny misunderstandings.
Oh, I've been there. Once I said beach instead of peach at a fruit market, and the seller looked so puzzled. Pronunciation matters because it helps you connect with people and share your ideas without confusion.
So, whether you're chatting with friends, giving a presentation, or ordering food, mastering pronunciation makes your English sound natural and confident. Let's talk about how to make that happen.
Before we jump into the tips, let's talk about why pronunciation can feel tricky. English has some sounds that might not exist in your native language, and that can make them hard to say or even hear.
Right, Rose. When I started learning English, I struggled with the th sound, like in think or this. In my language, we don't have that sound, so I kept saying tink or this. It felt so awkward at first.
I get it, Johnny. For me, it was the difference between bat and bet. They sounded the same to my ears, but they mean totally different things. Another challenge is that we often carry the pronunciation habits from our native language into English, like stressing the wrong syllable or using the wrong rhythm.
And don't forget the emotional side. Sometimes we're afraid of making mistakes, so we hold back. But here's the thing. Mistakes are part of learning, and every time you try, you're getting better.
Absolutely. The good news is that with the right strategies, you can overcome these challenges and sound more like a native speaker. Let's break it down step by step.
Let's start with the foundation, understanding how English sounds work. One of the best tools for this is the International Phonetic Alphabet, or IPA. It's like a map for pronunciation, showing you exactly how each sound is made.
I remember when I first saw the IPA, it looked like a secret code, but it's actually super helpful. Each symbol represents a specific sound, like A for the A in cat, or S for the TH in think. You can find IPA charts online or in dictionaries like Merriam-Webster or Oxford Learners Dictionaries.
Here's a story from when I was learning. I used to mix up the sounds for ship and sheep. Then I checked an online dictionary with audio and saw the IPA symbols, SHIP for ship and SHEEP for sheep. Listening to the recordings and repeating them helped me hear and say the difference. It was like turning on a light bulb.
That's a great tip, Johnny. To get started, pick a few sounds that are tricky for you, like TH or the short and long vowels. Go to a pronunciation dictionary online, listen to the audio, and practice saying the words. You can even use apps like Sounds Right to explore English sounds interactively.
The key is to focus on sounds that are different from your native language. For example, if your language doesn't have the R sound, like in red, spend extra time practicing that. Say red, red, red slowly, feeling how your tongue moves. It's like learning a new dance move for your mouth.
And don't worry if it feels slow at first. Just like riding a bike, you'll get the hang of it with practice. Start with one or two sounds, listen carefully, and repeat them every day.
Once you've got the basics down, it's time to level up with some advanced techniques. One of my favorites is practicing minimal pairs. These are words that sound almost the same, but have one tiny difference, like ship versus sheep, or bat versus bet.
Minimal pairs are like a pronunciation gym. They train your ears to hear the difference and your mouth to say it correctly. When I was learning, I made a list of minimal pairs that tripped me up, like pen and pan. I'd say them back to back, pen, pan, pen, pan. It was like a game, and it really sharpened my pronunciation.
You can find minimal pair lists online or in apps like BBC Learning English. Try saying them out loud, slowly at first, then faster. Record yourself and listen back to check if you're getting it right. It's amazing how much clearer your words will sound after a week of this.
Right. Another big part of sounding natural is intonation and stress. English isn't just about the sounds. It's about the music of the language. Intonation is how your voice goes up or down, like when you ask a question. Are you coming? Stress is about which part of a word you emphasize, like record for a noun and record for a verb.
I used to struggle with stress. I'd say photograph instead of photographer. It sounded so robotic. Then I started listening to native speakers in movies and copying their rhythm. I'd watch a scene, repeat a line like, "I love this movie," and try to match their energy. It made my English sound so much more alive.
That's a great tip, Johnny. To practice intonation, try shadowing a native speaker. Listen to a short clip from a podcast, a movie, or even this podcast, and repeat the sentences, copying the way the voice rises and falls. For stress, focus on one word at a time. Say important with the stress on the second syllable, important. Then try it in a sentence. This tip is important.
Apps like Sounds Right or websites like BBC Learning English have exercises for intonation and stress. You can also watch English cartoons. They're fun and use simple words with clear intonation. I used to watch a show about a talking dog and repeat lines like, "Let's go on an adventure." It was silly but so helpful.
Now that we've got the tools, let's talk about how to make pronunciation practice a part of your life. The secret is consistency. You don't need hours every day. Just 15 minutes of focused practice can work wonders.
When I started, I set aside 15 minutes each morning to practice pronunciation. I'd pick one sound, like the th sound in thank you, and say it 10 times. Then I'd read a short paragraph from a kid's book out loud, focusing on my rhythm. Some days I'd shadow a YouTube video for 5 minutes. Those small sessions added up, and within a month, people noticed my English sounded clearer.
That's inspiring, Johnny. One of my favorite habits is recording myself. I'd read a short story or talk about my day for 1 minute. Then listen back. At first, I cringed hearing my voice, but it helped me spot mistakes like saying V instead of W in water. Over time, I could hear myself getting better, and it felt so rewarding.
Recording is such a powerful tool. You can use your phone to record a quick voice note. Say something simple, like, "Today I went to the park and it was sunny." Listen back and ask, "Do my words sound clear? Am I stressing the right syllables?" It's like being your own teacher.
Another great way to improve is to get feedback. If you have a friend who speaks English well, ask them to listen to you and point out areas to work on. You can also join online English groups on apps like WhatsApp or Tandem and share voice messages. Other learners can give you tips, and you'll feel part of a community.
If you can, take a class or find a language tutor for personalized feedback. I had a teacher who helped me fix my R sound, and it made such a difference. But even if you're learning on your own, don't worry. There are tons of free resources online, like pronunciation videos on YouTube or exercises on BBC Learning English.
The key is to make practice fun and part of your routine. Try shadowing while you're brushing your teeth or walking to school. Read a few sentences aloud before bed. Write down tricky words and say them out loud while cooking. When I was learning, I'd practice saying comfortable, comfortable, while making dinner. It became a little game, and I nailed that word.
Let's share another story to keep you motivated. A friend of mine, Anna, struggled with pronunciation for years. She was shy about speaking because she thought her accent sounded wrong. But she started practicing minimal pairs like bit and beat every day for 10 minutes. She also shadowed English songs, singing along with her favorite pop star. After a few months, she gave a short presentation at work in English, and everyone understood her perfectly. She was so proud.
That's amazing. I have a similar story. My cousin Leo wanted to improve his English for a job interview. He started by changing his phone to English and practicing one new sound each week, like the L in love. He also recorded himself answering interview questions and listened back to fix his pronunciation. When he got the job, he said, "Rose, pronunciation practice made me sound confident, and that's what got me hired."
These stories show that small, consistent steps can lead to big results. You don't need to be perfect. Just keep practicing and believe in yourself. Every time you say a word clearly or get a sentence right, celebrate it. It's proof you're growing.
And don't be afraid of your accent. Your accent is part of who you are, and it's beautiful. The goal isn't to sound like a native speaker. It's to be clear and confident so you can share your ideas with the world.
Wow, we've covered a lot today. Let's recap. Pronunciation is your key to confident, natural English. Start with the basics, using the IPA to understand English sounds. Practice minimal pairs to nail tricky sounds like ship and sheep. Work on intonation and stress to add rhythm to your speech. And most importantly, practice every day for 15 minutes. Shadow, read aloud, record yourself, and get feedback when you can.
Make pronunciation practice a fun part of your life. Shadow a song while dancing. Read a kid's book like you're a storyteller. Or say tricky words while making breakfast. English isn't just something you study. It's something you live with, like a good friend.
We believe in you. You don't need to live in an English-speaking country or study for hours. Just take small steps every day, and you'll be amazed at how confident you sound. Your English journey is unique, and every word you say is a step forward.
Thanks for joining us on Everyday English with Johnny. We'd love to hear from you. What's one pronunciation tip you're going to try this week? Do you struggle with any specific sounds? Share your stories in the comments below, and let's inspire each other to keep learning.
Until next time, keep practicing, keep smiling, and keep speaking English with confidence. See you soon.
Bye, everyone.